everybody, this is your host GB said welcome to another special edition of Into the Squared Circle Podcast WrestleMania results and reaction. This is night number 2. Holy smokes, it was a special night, of course, and yes, the story has been finished. Holy wowee, baby. What a night to celebrate for all the Cody crybabies. But you know what? I won't spoil it because we're going to break down the whole damn show, including the pre-show right here on this very show. A lot of shows going on, but the only show you should be listening right now, post-WrestleMania, is Into the Squared Circle Podcast. By the way, if you follow me on my social media platforms, Facebook, X, Instagram, YouTube, also on TikTok. All you have to do is type in Into the Squared Circle Podcast or Into the Squared Circle Pod. Of course, I've been updating throughout both WrestleManias between Facebook and X, of course. And man, everybody, what a way to celebrate WrestleMania season, baby. 40 years of WrestleMania. Night number 2 was historic, at least in my personal opinion. Also, podcasts available on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, and wherever you listen to your favorite podcast outlets. All you have to do is type in Into the Squared Circle Podcast. All right, I'm going to shut the hell up. Let's get this party started and talk about WrestleMania Night number 2 right here on Into the Squared Circle Podcast. All right, folks. Yes, WrestleMania Night number 2. Oh, man, it was historic, man. Oh, man, I got the jitters right now. I can't sit still. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to crack open the ice-cold beer right here in my hand. Here we go. Cheers to you. A successful WrestleMania weekend. Cheers. Yes. The taste of fresh alcohol. Okay, so WrestleMania 2. The pre-show, really good stuff, man. I enjoy the pre-show just like night number 1, as I talked about the previous episode. The cinematic shots, I enjoyed it. Peter Rosenberg, or Rosenbuns, whatever the hell his name is, does his annual walking up to the gorilla position and walking out on stage, give you a tour. I enjoy the Tom Ronaldo, who's the sideline reporter from the NFL. He was featured on the show, highlighting one of the famous photographers who took photos of Muhammad Ali back in his glory days in boxing. That was pretty cool. I enjoy the second part of the Triple H interview, where he talked about the CM Punk, right? His debut, where he signed him literally minutes before he walked out in front of the hot crowd here in Chicago at the Allstate Arena. So that was pretty cool, man. That was pretty cool to Triple H hear his side of the story. So the pre-show was pretty good, man. I enjoyed it as always, and watching some vignettes and video packages and whatnot. And what's crazy is I saw a commercial through the Peacock that I think this coming Wednesday, they're going to release the documentary behind the scenes of this WrestleMania already. So WrestleMania just wrapped up, and they're already interviewing The Rock, Triple H, Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins. What made this WrestleMania special? It's amazing they have a documentary, but it's no surprise because there's always cameras backstage at a WWE show, right? There's always cameras, no matter what, documentaries, film and vignette. There's always cameras in every corner of wherever the WWE goes. So they capture every moment, before they hit the ring, getting in the ring and coming back from the ring. I mean, they got everything, which is amazing. But man, oh man, what a pre-show. It's good stuff. All right, folks, here we go. WrestleMania begins. We do the America Beautiful, which is phenomenal. I think was what, War and Treaty, Peace and Treaty, whoever, the duo who did the America and the Beautiful, the great country on the planet Earth, the United States of America. And man, it was awesome. It was awesome. It was beautiful. What else you can say about it, man? It's just perfect. Okay, so out comes Stephanie McMahon. I'm like, oh, okay. She's not coming out by herself. She gets in the ring, and I don't know if she is part of the company again, or she's there for moral support for Triple H and his leading charge of the Triple H or Paul Levesque era of WWE. But she came out and she said, "Welcome to the Triple H Paul Levesque era." So that felt good, man. Second time hearing it, and she welcomed everybody to WrestleMania. So there you go, man. And out comes Drew McIntyre. And, man, I love his entrance, man. Bagpipes, guys with swords. Felt like Glasgow, Scotland, where was a Clash of the Castle will be at this year in 2024. So it was a nice entrance of Drew McIntyre, who came out. And he looks great. His body physique has looked good. He is ready to go. Out comes Seth freaking Rollins. His entrance was interesting. I thought this was Louisiana, New Orleans. I thought this was Party Gras going down, or Mardi Gras, with all these costumes and whatnot. But there was like 200 people on stage dancing around with xylophones and trumpets and horns, and I swear to God, it feels like a Mardi Gras party on stage. But out comes Seth Rollins with the world champion. Great match. Absolutely a great match. Nothing to complain about it. If you give rat's ass on times, it was 10 minutes and 30-second match. Both guys beat the living hell out of each other. Drew McIntyre right off the bat kicked off the match doing his Claymore kick and 1, 2, kick out. You know, there was a lot of that stuff, man. Seth Rollins doing his curve stomp. Man, it was good. Obviously, CM Punk was at the commentary table with Pat McAfee, Michael Cole, and who else? Corey Graves, part of the commentary team and the announce desk. CM Punk was joining them for this match, of course. But CM Punk, man, he was in the sight of Drew McIntyre, and Drew McIntyre has CM Punk on his radar. So he was losing his thoughts on him as well. But long story short, Drew McIntyre defeated Seth freaking Rollins. 1, 2, 3 for the win. I'm like, holy shit. He did it. Drew McIntyre won the WWE title. What a moment. He was in the ring crying. And WrestleMania moment. He has his WrestleMania moment. So he gets out the ring. CM Punk is still sitting in his chair at the commentary desk. Drew McIntyre climbs over the desk, and he's just rubbing it all in CM Punk's face. He's like, "That's right, buddy. I'm the champion. What you gonna do about it?" And CM Punk's like, "Okay, you want to be cocky, you little bastard?" And CM Punk started attacking Drew McIntyre with his brace on his arm. Started beating the crap out of him. And CM Punk smiled and blew a kiss, or I don't know what he did, but he smiled. And out comes Damian Priest. And here comes the twist. Remember, Damian Priest is your WWE Money in the Bank winner, briefcase. And I'm like, oh shit. He's coming out with the briefcase. There's no way in hell he's going to pin him and become the new champion. He came down to the ring, cashed in his briefcase. Samantha Irving on the ring announcer is like, he's cashing in the title. He's cashing in the briefcase. Gets in the ring. The ref gets in the ring. Damian Priest lay out Seth freaking Rollins. Damian Priest pinned him. 1, 2, 3. What the fuck just happened? Drew McIntyre won the title, trolling CM Punk, and then CM Punk decided to attack him, threw him in the ring. Damian Priest came out, cashed in his Money in the Bank briefcase, and pinned and defeated Drew McIntyre, all within, 10, 15 minutes? And then CM Punk decided to attack him, threw him in the ring. Damian Priest came out, cashed in his Money in the Bank briefcase, and pinned and defeated Drew McIntyre, all within, 10, 15 minutes? And there's Damian Priest walking out with the world champion, alongside with Mommy Rhea Ripley, who's holding the women's champion, and Dominic Mysterio. So, wow. Mind-blowing. And I put a tweet out and a Facebook post. I'm like, hey, congratulations, Drew McIntyre. You well-deserved. And then Damian Priest won it. And I replied, shit. Hey, I'll take that back. Congratulations, Damian Priest. Wow. That one shocked me. I saw somebody talked about this a couple days ago. Like, what's the odds of Damian Priest coming out? And that just kind of went out in my mind. And he came out, and I'm like, oh, shit. It could happen. And it happened. So congratulations to Damian Priest, your new WWE champion. Awesome. All right. Up next, the six-man tag team Philadelphia street fight. And who we got here? We got Bobby Lashley, the Street Profits, versus the Final Testament, Karrion Kross, Keem Razor. And obviously on commentary was Snoop Doggy Dogg, legendary rapper, was on I gotta say, he was very entertaining. And you know what? He wasn't the only celebrity. He was there. George Kittle from the 49ers, San Francisco 49ers in football. Jason Kelsey was there yesterday. I forgot to mention in my night one episode. Jason Kelsey came out to help out Rey Mysterio and Andrade. So we got some football celebrities in there. Yeah, man, was Little Wayne was on there yesterday, which I wasn't too fond about. But yeah, man, it was awesome, man. It was awesome. Celebrities out, but Snoop Dogg was doing commentary. And then the special guest referee, I'm like, whoa, Bubba Ray Dudley, or Bully Ray, however you want to call him. He was a special guest referee. Oh my God, that was fun. That was absolutely fun. But I mean, you know what? This match was, again, a car crash. Just like the six-pack ladder match from last night, night number one. But this match, again, a car crash, right? Tables, chairs, anything you could think of. This is a street fight. Of course, Bubba Ray brought out his legendary glasses from Team 3D or the Dudley Boys. Telling the Street Profits, get the tables and what's up? The legendary Dudley Boys trademark stuff. But of course, the Street Profits and Bobby Lashley defeated the Final Testament. How about that? All right, this next match, I thought was a great match. LA Knight versus AJ Styles. I gotta say, AJ Styles had a new entrance theme song. It was something different. And LA Knight, obviously, he arrived to WrestleMania in a Slim Jim car. LA Knight came out, had a nice little reaction. You know what? This match was a great wrestling match. Great wrestling match. Both guys squared off, and man, AJ Styles started off the match coming in hot, beating the crap out of LA Knight. And these guys just went to war. Man, there's nothing bad to say about this match. And trying to remember step by step in this match, but there was a lot going on. But it was good. It was good. And LA Knight defeated AJ Styles by pinfall. So a great WrestleMania moment for LA Knight and a great match for both guys. Awesome. JB's here, and did you know that Into the Squared Circle podcast is on YouTube? Did you? But yes, it is on YouTube. All you have to do is type in youtube.com/Into the Squared Circle podcast. That's right, folks. If you're not subscribed, subscribe right now, damn it, so you never miss an episode each and every week, just like this podcast. That's right, folks. If you're on YouTube, you're typing how to change a light bulb or how to replace the batteries in your remote. And since you're there, all you have to do is search Into the Squared Circle podcast, hit the subscribe, hit the bell button, and you're a part of the family. Join the fastest growing community of pro wrestling independent podcasts on YouTube, Into the Squared Circle Podcast. Subscribe today. All right, let's talk about the next match here. The triple threat match for the WWE United States Championship match. Logan Paul, who came out on a prime drink. I can't say it's a monster truck. It's like a giant freaking diesel truck with like 15 tires on it. It's like a semi pickup truck. I don't know, with a giant prime bottle in the back. And he pretended like he shot the WrestleMania stage and pyro was going off. So I don't know, it's pretty cool. Something different. By the way, I'm a big fan of Prime Energy Drink. It's really good, man. And it's on rollback at Walmart. And nobody's not paying me for this spot. But it's an excellent drink. Great stuff. I'm a big fan of the strawberry banana. I'm a big fan of the cherry bomb. So the Prime drink, and no sugars. All right, that's enough, man. I'm giving these guys free advertisement, and they're not paying me. Okay, so let's talk about Logan Paul, who came out. Great stuff. Came out with the Prime guy in the costume. And then out comes Kevin Owens. And Kevin Owens like, okay, well, Logan Paul came out on a Prime truck. Well, I guess I'll just get a vehicle myself. And Kevin Owens brought out a golf cart taped KO for Kevin Owens on a cardboard taped to the front hood of the golf cart. So as he's driving down the ramp halfway, next thing you know, Randy Orton theme song comes on. And that's where Kevin Owens pumped the brake on the golf cart. And he's like, fuck it. I'll just put him in reverse and go pick him up. So he reversed the golf cart and, he's trying to steer backwards. Hopefully his ass was going to drive off the stage with the golf cart. And he picks up Randy Orton. And he's like, okay, Randy, you want to get on a golf cart? We just drive down there together. And he's like, all right. I'll hop on the back. And next thing you know, Kevin Owens just like hauled ass down the ramp. He like meddled to the pedal. He was like on the expressway being late for work. And you see Randy Orton tell him to slow the fuck down because he is hanging on, standing on the back of the golf cart as Kevin Owens is flying down the ramp on the gas pedal, which is hilarious. Let's talk about the match here really quick. Kevin Owens and Randy Orton did a little bit of tag team action against Logan Paul. So it was like a 2-on-1 on this match. And, it was a nice little chemistry until Kevin Owens and Randy Orton had a little bit of difference. Randy Orton was attempting to give Kevin Owens an RKO. Kevin Owens stopped. He's like, dude, what the hell, dude? I thought we were buddies. And you're going to RKO me? And then next thing you know, both guys start beating the crap out of each other. So now it's every man for themselves. So now it's a traditional triple threat match. Of course, everyone looked great, man. Logan Paul looked great. Midway through the match, Logan Paul had brass knuckles, and he took out Randy Orton. And eventually, someone took him out of his hands. But long story short, I think Orton or somebody was ready to lay out Logan Paul. I think Randy Orton was ready to laid out Randy Orton on the announcer table. And next thing you know, the guy that was in the Prime costume started attacking Randy Orton as Logan Paul was getting knocked out. And Randy Orton turned around, and then he's like, okay, whoever's in his Prime suit attacking me, I'm going to whoop your ass. And the guy took the Prime mask off his face, and it was, I don't know who the hell he was, but I guess Pat McAfee on commentary is like, I show speed, or I speed show. I don't know what the hell he is. Well-known content creator, social media icon. I don't fucking know who this guy is. But all I know, he started barking at Randy Orton, like, oh, 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 oh. I'm like, okay, this guy started fucking barking in a Prime costume. I'm like, what the fuck I'm watching? And Randy Orton's like, okay, I'm going to kick your ass. And he just rips the costume off this fucking guy, throws him on the announcer table, and then starts barking at him. Randy Orton just barks back and back. He was going to weasel his way out and retain the United States champion. And boy, howdy, I was right. I was right, and Logan Paul weasel his ass out and retained the undisputed, the WWE United States champion. How about that? All right. Up next, the women's match for the WWE World's Women's Champion. Io Sky will put her title on the line against Bayley. And Bayley had a nice entrance. She had like an Egyptian-style entrance. She looks great, man. She looks great with the ring attire. Io Sky came out with the whole Damage Control faction, and she looks great. Great camera shot of her and coming out with like epilepsy, strobing lights on set. But that was pretty cool, man. I enjoyed Io Sky's entrance, and here we go, man. Championship on the line. And I got to say, man, this was a great match. 14 minutes and 20 seconds of a match if you give a rat's ass on time. And, man, oh boy, man, this was a great match. I was blown away. I never, said bad about it. I don't know. It just doesn't feel natural like a Becky Lynch versus Rhea. But I gotta say, after watching this match, man, a round of applause because Bayley defeated Io Sky, and you know what? Throughout the match, I think Io Sky did a moonsault off the corner turnbuckle, and Bayley had her legs up to block her, and I don't know if it's legit or not, but I don't know if Bayley legitly hurt her knee. And she was on it throughout the whole match. So it seemed legit, but I could be wrong. Maybe she just played it off. I don't know. But if she is legitly hurt, I mean, it's great she has a WrestleMania moment. And yes, she is your new WWE Women's Champion. But it also sucks if Deb becomes a knee injury and then forfeit on SmackDown Friday. Yeah, man. That'd be rough. But, I mean, hopefully it's not serious. If not, I mean, but either way, long story short, Bayley, WrestleMania moment, well-deserved. And, boy, I hope Mercedes Moné or Sasha was up there watching her match. I hope she did. And, amazing, baby. I congrats to Bayley. Well-deserved. There's nothing bad to say about this. If her knees went out in this match, I prayed to her that it's not a serious injury. But, if it's all part of the show here, it's all part of the match, you know what? Hey, good stuff, man. She sold it to me. She got me worried here. Oh, my gosh, shit. She blew in her knee? Well, Bayley won it, and what a moment. All right, folks, here we go. The main event of WrestleMania. Will Cody finish his story? I talked about it at the top of the show. You already know. Well, we're going to take this quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll talk about the final match of WrestleMania. Hey, yeah, you. I'm watching you. Stop what you're doing. Well, I mean, if you're on the expressway, just don't stop. But this is a commercial. I fooled you. But did you know that I have a secondary podcast? Did you? It's very simple. If you're a fan of rock, you're a fan of heavy metal, you're a fan of classic rock, yeah, I do have a second podcast. But please, keep it a secret. Do not tell anybody, okay? It's called a Lesson in Headbanging Podcast. That's right. If you love to headbang, you love to go into mosh pits, you love to do crowd surfing, you love to hang out in the front row like I do, it's very simple. Get the hottest ticket in town, the hottest concert of the year. A Lesson in Headbanging Podcast. That's right. If you're a fan of rock and roll, that's right. I will do tour reviews, review upcoming tours in the coming year, like 2024, upcoming albums, my album pick of the week. Man, I'm a fan of rock and roll. And if you're a fan of rock, check it out right now, A Lesson in Headbanging Podcast. Yeah, available on all major podcasting outlets just like this podcast, and available on YouTube as well. A Lesson in Headbanging Podcast. Come on, baby. Join me in the pit. If you dare. Or just hit the follow and hit the like. It's that very simple. A Lesson in Headbanging Podcast. Available right now. All part of the GSJ Multimedia Productions. If you need help in podcasting, maybe you need help in commercials, maybe you need help videoing some stuff like a commercial for your business or whatnot, GSJMultimedia.com is the place to be. Let your ideas and vision come to life. All right, folks, here we go. The main event. Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns for the undisputed world champion. The fights of all fights. The biggest WrestleMania of all time. Cody has one shot to do it. So Cody Rhodes come out in his entrance, and just a classic Cody Rhodes coming from coming through the stage. He has a Triple H inspired mask he wore, pyro, and he have his lovely wife Brandy to join him on stage. That was great. I haven't seen her in a while on television. It was great to see her up there with Cody. Pyro going off. What a moment. What a moment. I soaked it in as a fan, just watching them. Fans going, 72,000 people packed the Lincoln Financial Field to see, whoa, and pyro going off. Beautiful. Gets in the ring. Just get the fans' attention. Got my attention. I'm like, this is it, man. This is it. I can just feel it. I can feel it. He gets out of the ring and gives the trainer belt to his, he gave it to one of the child out there. But he also came out there, hugged his mom, saw his father-in-law, the father of Brandy. And he gets in the ring, and I'm like, this is it, man. This is it. The lights go out, and camera's on stage, and you see nothing but orchestras all across that. I mean, there's like a 100-piece orchestra on stage playing Roman Reigns' theme song, which was really good. Excellent job. Excellent. And Roman Reigns come out with Paul Heyman, the Hall of Famer, the wise man. Pyro going off. Roman Reigns looks like a damn god. Ripped. Jacked. He looks phenomenal. Out comes Roman Reigns. Man, just thinking this could be the last time he could be champion, potentially. And you know what? Give Roman all the flowers. Give him all the flowers, man. Despite your hate his guts, if you're a fan of his or not, the guy did a lot. I mean, broke records. Hulk Hogan records. Bruno Sammartino records. He broke records. He shattered numbers. He took the world champion to higher levels, throughout different eras. So, 1,316 days. That's a lot of days. There's 365 days in a year. So if you do a math here, 365 days times 3. So not yet. 365 times 4. So what? 3.5 years? Almost 3.5 years, or probably less, of a world champion. So think about that. 3.5 years as world champion. Across the world. Doing media. Doing Make-A-Wish requests. Showing up to, live television, late night talk shows. 3.5 years. Main event rate, or probably defeated Hulk Hogan's record main event in WrestleMania. 9 WrestleManias main event. So that's amazing. I mean, kudos to Roman Reigns, man. Just shattering the records. That's the big task for Cody. And I'm jumping the gun here, but that's a huge task for Cody. I know he signed a multi-year deal with WWE. We don't know how long. So he has big shoes to fill now. Is he going to carry this to what? 24, 25, 26, 2027, 2028? So he got long journey as the world champion. He's going to conquer Roman Reigns' record, if you're going to outdo it. And, I'm pretty sure he'll be down for it, but that's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. But, man, a hell of a match, right? Both guys, classic collar and elbow. And I got to say, the iconic WrestleMania stare down, right? Just like every major main event match, right? You know, Austin Rock, Hogan and Macho, the classic WrestleMania stare down in the middle of the ring. Just give me spine-tingling goosebumps. Traditional, right? A moment you will never forget, the stare down. Another traditional thing that's always been done when it comes to two major guys at WrestleMania main events. Guys trading off each other's finishing move. Roman Reigns giving Cody Rhodes the Crossroads, Cody's finishing move. That was my favorite, where Cody Rhodes kicked out his own move from Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns, like a wise man, Paul Heyman, he's like, man, this move sucks. No wonder this guy can't even beat anybody with his damn move. And what he said to Cody the other time, he's like, you're on the wrong company, you little bitch. That was great. Roman Reigns was great. I love him, man. Paul Heyman, his facial reactions. I mean, you just can't beat it. You can't beat it. And later down the line, Cody Rhodes brought the spear, right? Roman Reigns' finishing move. Ooh, wow. Spear Cody Rhodes. Boy, this time Cody gave the spear to Roman, and he kicked out. There was a lot of that stuff, man. That was very exciting to watch. A lot of back and forth. A lot of people said this match was overbooked, but I don't give a rat's ass. It was a great WrestleMania match. Hands down, phenomenal match. These guys went back and forth. A lot of false finishes. And, man, there's nothing I would change, because it was a great match to watch. Got me out of my seat. I mean, these guys... I feel bad for the poor bastards on ringside of the ring. I feel like the announcer table's been through hell more than anything this weekend. And, of course, they went through the tables. The poor timekeepers area has been... Those damn walls been getting busted through this whole weekend. So the whole ringside's, like, dangerous because they're using those areas. Both guys went outside of the crowd. They used a platform near the steel truss. Obviously, it's bloodline rules. Of course, we got to get interference, right? In comes, oh, that's right. So every time Cody does the Crossroads finishing move, he doesn't not only do it once, not twice, but 3 or 4 times. But he got super kicked by Jimmy Uso, right? Got super kicked by Jimmy Uso, and then out comes Jey Uso. Jey Uso takes out Jimmy Uso. These guys are beating the crap at each other. So as they're going up to the ramp, Jey Uso gives Jimmy Uso a super kick. And next thing you know, Jey Uso runs back, and he has like a runway. He has a runway. He has like 5 or 6 feet. And he starts hauling ass running. and gave Jey Uso a spear off the stage. You understand, this is a WrestleMania stage, which is super tall in a football stadium. That's a big-ass drop. And he speared Jey Uso off the stage through tables, which gave Roman Reigns a little distraction. And next thing you know, Cody Rhodes gave Roman Reigns the crossroads. Not once, not twice, not 3 times, but the 4th time, out comes Solo Sikoa. Are you fucking kidding me? Cody Rhodes can't get to the 3rd or 4th time without getting attacked. Out comes Solo Sikoa. Gave Cody Rhodes the spike. The Samoan spike. Roman Reigns gave him the spear. Okay, Roman pins Cody. I'm like, oh, fuck, don't do it. 1, 2, kick out. Oh, Cody Rhodes, he's still alive. His story's not done yet. And it's the facial reaction to Solo Sikoa. He's like, he turned it around slowly. Like, you gotta be shitting me. This guy is kicked out. This son of a bitch. I'll just give him another Samoan spike. He gave Cody another Samoan spike. Roman Reigns will super punch him or give him another spear. 1, 2, kick out. And you can hear Pat McAfee like, this guy's not a human. And Solo Sikoa's turning his head again like, this son of a bitch. Next thing you know, dun, dun, you can't see me. I'm like, oh, shit. Out comes John Cena. I'm like, holy shit, John Cena's coming out, taking out Solo Sikoa. Next thing you know, you hear The Rock music comes out. I'm like, oh, boy. Rock and Cena. Middle of the ring, having a stare down. Amazing. While Cena gets attacked. I'm like, okay. Well, now it's just The Rock. And I'm like, we need Stone Cold. Next thing you know, the lights goes out. Dong. Lights came back, and I'm like, oh, shit, it's The Undertaker. And he got his hoodie on. He got his baseball cap on. Just a casual Undertaker, of course. And he's just, he looks into the Rock eyes, and the Rock's eyes just get widened. He's like, oh, shit, The Undertaker. And The Undertaker gave The Rock the choke slam in the middle of the ring. And I'm like, what is going on? Dong. Lights go out. And everybody disappear. I'm like, I get The Undertaker disappear. Well, how come The Rock has to disappear? Anyway, no Stone Cold, which I'm a little disappointed. Yeah, I'm a little disappointed. Well. Anyway, Cody Rhodes gave the crossroads. And he pins Roman Reigns in the magical moment. The magical 3 count. 1, 2, 3. Holy smokes. The story has concluded. And just like that, Cody Rhodes defeated Roman Reigns and ended the championship reign of 1,316 days. Wow. A new era. A new chapter begins. Yeah, I was a little emotional. And Samantha Irving, the ring announcer, when she announced Cody Rhodes was the new world champion, she was crying and she couldn't get it out. She was weeping. She was struggling, but that's okay. Because it was special. It was emotional. And she was a part of the ride. Hell, even I was tearing. I was a little teary-eyed. I'm a grown-ass man that listens to heavy metal. Yeah, I was a little teary-eyed. And what a moment. So here I am recording this podcast, and now I'm going to talk about my story. 2018. My first time I met Cody Rhodes, I posted on my Facebook and X into the Square Circle podcast, and a picture of me and Cody together, and then coming down the stairs, recording this podcast, looking on my man cave wall, the history. They're all in with the Young Bucks and Cody. All Out, the first ever All Out with Jericho, Cody, and Moxley. And then I got the poster of Cody Rhodes in the Hell in a Cell. I have a Cody Rhodes. I got two signed pictures by Cody Rhodes. One of them was in TNA. The other one was a Ring of Honor show, where I met him. 2018, 1922 to 6 years later, he main events WrestleMania, defeating Roman Reigns, become the new world champion alongside with The Undertaker, John Cena, and The Rock. And if he told me this 6 years ago, I would have said, man, that is a long shot. There's no way in hell Cody would be at that spot. That'd be wild. But never my wildest dream as a fan that in 6 years he will be performing in front of what? Not even 150 people at the Odeum in Villa Park, Illinois for Ring of Honor. To a sold-out Sears Center for All In, the biggest independent show on the planet, to starting up a brand spanking new wrestling promotion called AEW, to leave an AEW, to go into the WWE, to conquer his dream, main event WrestleMania 2024, in the world champion, the main event, and having a storyline with The Rock, bringing his ass out of Hollywood for a little bit. Absolutely wild. And I posted this. I actually have my own personal Facebook page, which I will not reveal, but I also said it was a wild ride. A wild, emotional ride as a hardcore wrestling fan. And, they said wrestling is back. And I disagree with you, Pat McAfee. Wrestling's always been here, and it will always be here. Regardless of this Cody, Roman, Rock, Cena, Undertaker. Wrestling has always been here. It always will be here. So keep that in mind, folks. Pro wrestling has always been here. You choose to leave. You choose to disappear. You choose not to watch it. You are the decision makers. We are the voices of pro wrestling. And only us, the fans, could change that, make that happen. And WrestleMania weekend brought in a lot of casuals. A lot of people that doesn't watch daily, like us, you and me. Brings in a lot of casual fans. I mean, even my part-time job, people are like, WrestleMania weekend. It's funny how everybody's joining the WrestleMania bandwagon, like the Super Bowl. The World Series, the Cubs win the World Series, bandwagoners, everybody's jumping on the bandwagon. And you're bringing all the casuals to watch WrestleMania. And what a way to lure in new viewers, right? That's perfect. And pro wrestling continues to grow and is always welcome. What a moment. And I'm proud to be a wrestling fan till the day I die. I'll say this at the very end of the show. I'm a proud wrestling fan since day one, 1999. And up to 2024, I'm still damn proud to be a wrestling fan. I got so much crap in my basement. I mean, my wife is getting tired of me of all the shit I have in the basement because I've been since 1999. Try to keep a handful of crap between now and then. There's a lot of people keep their stuff, since the 70s, 80s, or 60s. But me being a collector and being a proud wrestling fan, I hold on to them. Even if I step away from pro wrestling for a little bit, which it has happened. And that's where I discovered Cody and the Young Bucks, which brought me back into pro wrestling. So, it's amazing. A wild ride, emotional. And I will cherish this forever. And the new story begins. So, All right, time for me to celebrate. I'm going to get some sleep. Happy WrestleMania weekend, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're listening on YouTube, drop it in the comment section. If you're listening on the podcast, thank you very much for listening. Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, I thank you guys very much, as always, for supporting this podcast. So as always, thank you. I appreciate it. If you made it this far, God bless you, man. And, new era. The Paul Levesque era. I'm excited. That feels good. All right, all eyes are on Monday after WrestleMania. Will you watch it? You know my ass will. All right, folks, until next time, happy wrestling, and bye-bye, everybody.